Well, it's completely dark pretty much, so we can't really show you guys what's happening here, but there's a turtle coming up out of the ocean. And he's probably, what, 5 meters up?
Yeah, doing pretty good.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. We don't want to shine the torch on them so that we can actually show them the video, because if they get scared, they'll actually bail. And then they'll either go somewhere else tonight or try maybe again tomorrow night or the night after. But yeah, we just don't want to scare him so that he takes off.
Yeah, don't want to stress them out.
It's like they have rests. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I guess they do.
Yeah, because he came up out of the water and then he stopped there for a while, had a bit of a rest, and then he kept going. But when they start moving, they move pretty fast, don't they? Like,
yeah. Oh, well, at least it's nice at the full moon out and that.
Oh, that's it, because thanks to the full moon we can actually see him. Unfortunately, the camera is not as good as our human eye. So at the moment it looks like, what, he's head down digging?
That's what I would have said.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they dig with their front feet and then they turn around, lay the eggs, and then they bury it before they go back into the ocean. I hope he checked to see if there's any other eggs there before he started. I mean, he might be digging up somebody else's nest, you know? So turtles can lay between, I think it's 70 to 200 eggs in a single nest. So it's pretty insane, depending what breed they are, obviously, or variety, I guess. Man, some night vision goggles would be so awesome right now. Yeah, he's turning around, I reckon.
I think it's land.
Looks like the sea turtle just finished laying her eggs and she's kind of just hobbled out. Having a bit of a rest there now by the looks of it. Good morning guys. So last night was absolutely amazing. We went down to the beach and we kind of just sat up on the bank and just watched the turtles nesting. So all up we saw 4 turtles. There was already one up on the beach when we got down there, but virtually we saw all of them come up, dig their holes with their front flippers, turn around, go virtually backside in, lay their nests, and then kind of bury it. What they do is they kind of flick the sand behind them as they're moving away, and it virtually covers over the whole hole, so you don't even know it's there. So it's just like amazing to see, and we were so lucky as well because the moon was almost a full moon. We could see everything that was happening without having any torches on them and disturbing them. So that was just amazing. So this is the Urchin Point campsite on the west side of the island. So it actually has a bit of a shack, which is nice because you pretty much got no protection from the wind here at all. And another bonus, they do actually have a little toilet cubicle. Why is that?
Alright, look at the written. It's a very complex system. We got it from the Romans, you know?
Look at that. Yeah, I think these are the real blowholes over here. I'd almost say that the blowholes just a little bit south of Urchin Point are almost better than the ones we saw a couple of days ago up at the south end of the island. I don't think it's any clearer why they call this the block though, hey?
No. Oh yeah. The tsunami is responsible for moving these blocks. Limestone blocks, big limestone blocks.
That's a very nice toilet. Somebody even left a solar shower here. That's pretty nice. It's a bit of a crack up with this shack on the other shack as well, because like there's power points, 1, 2, 3, 4 power points. There's even old halogen lights there. So if you bought a generator, you just hook up and you got power, lights, everything. Misha gets a lot of practice at reversing, hey? He's starting to get good at it though.
much.
It's just wild.
And there's so much garbage here. Like, I don't think I've ever been to a beach with this much garbage.
So just mucking around in the dunes a little bit, just getting a bit of footage, and it's actually pretty soft in these sand dunes, hey? See if we can keep going this time. Here we go. I totally didn't get bogged, alright?
No, that was powder.
Was it like to walk on as well?
Nah, here it's firm, but there,
oh really?
You can see it just like your tires just plowing up the sand.
Oh wow, there you go. Just got to Charlie's Lookout, just gonna have a bite to eat and then check out what there is to see. But man, it's so cool being on this side of the coast today. The swell is just absolutely massive. Man, this stuff here is like Swiss cheese, hey? Like, just holes everywhere. Pretty amazing place. Like, just seeing the power of the ocean on a day like today, hey? Like, just like the power.
So much power. And it's cool, you guys see up the coast, down the coast.
Yeah, pretty sweet. Right, let's go to Quinn Head. That should be a pretty nice lookout out there too, eh?
Yeah, see what it's like.
Don't know how you'd go fishing out here, eh? It's just like gnarly as. Really might have to get into this fishing thing someday, hey, because I'm guessing this is another great fishing spot. There's a life buoy to throw out into the water in case you fall in, and there's also anchor points around here so you can tie yourself off. So I'd be guessing it's a good fishing spot, otherwise why else would that stuff be here? You know, some days you just feel like you're on Mars. If you're running low on sea salt for cooking, great opportunity to get some more here. Man, that's salty. Absolutely stunning just seeing the power of the waves over there. So we just walked over there and it was just like a constant waterfall, hey, like just in and out. Like,
so much water.
We were just
pretty
like,
amazing.
Yeah, we're just talking about like how quickly must it erode, hey?
Yeah, what Dirk Hartog would have seen 400 years ago wouldn't be the same today.
Oh, exactly. Back over to the east side, eh?
Yeah.
East side, west side.
Going to the kayaks, be good.
G'day guys.
How's it going?
That must be a funny view. We're back on the west side? We're back on the east side of the island. I'm so glad we are too. Oh, it's just, the bays here, just like, you just look at this and it's just amazing. I think I can see a manta ray down there too. But oh, it's just stunning, isn't it? Sounds like something's a bit loose on the roof rack. Ah, that's what I forgot to tie down.
Don't make me hit you with this.
Alrighty, this is Quinn Head South. We weren't here for very long, but in that time we saw what?
5 stingrays,
5 stingrays,
fish, a shark,
turtles. It's a really cool lookout point because everything kind of seems to go around the headland, hey? Like it just follows the coastline, so cool little spot.
And you can see Denham on the other side.
Yeah, you can see Denham, so that's
land at least.
Land, yeah. Beautiful view, isn't it? I tell you, this sand is ridiculously soft. Like, I'm pretty much got myself stuck, like literally. So, I was trying to get the car on top of the sand dune just to snap a photo. And I've pretty much legitimately got the car bogged. Because this stuff, even when you walk on it, like your feet just collapse. Like it is just so soft. So we're just gonna try and dig a bit of sand from behind the wheels and see if we can just reverse back onto the hard ground back there.
Yeah, bogged just walking on it.
Like I haven't got bogged, like legitimately, for ages, eh? Alrighty, so we're back at Urchin Point for the night. This is a campsite or beach that we were at a couple of days ago. And hopefully we'll be a little bit sheltered from the wind here, but just a beautiful little bay. You can actually see Quinn Head that we were just at just then, over in the distance there. How do you feel after doing 100 Ks on the island today?
Yeah, pretty good. Don't know if I've done sand tracks this long, so.
How many days, hey? Like
5 days at the moment.
5 days of just sand. End of another beautiful day. So far as fuel goes, we're just above quarter of a tank, and we also got a 20-litre jerry, so hopefully we should be able to get back to Denham with some fuel to spare, but we'll see how we go. But it's just stunning place, hey. Can't get over this island. Like, it's really hilarious how well signposted it is and how unsignposted it is at the same time. So like it says on the website, if you want an off the beaten track adventure, this is the place to be, because like honestly this place is just fantastic. What a neat spot to wake up to. Alrighty guys, so you can see Misha's set up over here. You can obviously tell he's a very experienced camper. How? Well, it's 8:30 and his swag is pretty much still all in the shade. So Misha, have you got any tips for the viewers that you can kind of, you know, put across to them, or how do you do it?
How do I do it? Don't know really. You know, it just happens.
So some of you guys might be curious how the temporary fix is going on the intercooler hose. Well, so far, looks like it's holding up pretty good. I mean, the clamps kind of keep coming loose, but besides that, it's holding up alright. And I've been a bit worried that it might actually cause the hose to rupture here and here because of the pressure, but so far we're looking alright, so it should get us back home, hopefully.
Well folks, that's how you pack up a swag like a pro.
Are you still going?
Mate, this stupid kayak is...
It's a little bit windy out there, but for the most part it's a beautiful day to go out for a paddle, just hugging the coastline, working our way around. What a spot. I just love the colour of the water, it's just amazing. And it's so clear as well. We've already seen a couple of sharks, a couple of rays. Oh. At least on the way back you get a free ride home. This is how we do sailing. Oh, awesome little paddle. Saw so many sharks, it was ridiculous. Don't you wish you were in the Esperance water right now?
Oh, with the big white pointers, yeah.
Well, we've just been chilling out at Urchin Point for the afternoon, and we're just gonna tonka, is that a word?
I don't know what the heck what language that is.
We're just gonna idle the car over to the Homestead campgrounds. That's where we're camping for the last night on Dirk Hartog Island. And you know what's the most disappointing thing? We were sitting here on the beach chilling and this happened. I've never seen so many fishermen in all of my life.
In one spot.
In one spot. Tell you what, they got the whole beach and they all like pile in into one little section.
Right next to us.
Right, oh, tell ya. These people. So this is Salty's camp, which is pretty much right next to the homestead here on Dirk Hartog Island. At least it's nice, there's a bit of a shelter here and there's water, hey?
Yep.
There you go, even a playground for you, Misha, look at that. Oh, toilet and a shower, look at that. So, you know, if you don't really feel like camping on Dirk Hartog Island, like, there is this cruise that you can do. It's only $4 grand for 10 days on a beautiful luxury ship like that.
Otherwise, they do budget deals.
What's that?
28 days for 15 grand.
Yeah, 28 days for 15 grand otherwise, so another viable option, you know.
Yeah, oh, mate.
Pocket change. Mate, look at these comfy chairs they got here.
Good stools, nice table.
You want to get in the shot?
Is that better?
Alrighty guys, Dirk Hartog Island. What a blast, eh?
Oh,
what were some of the
beautiful.
highlights, do you reckon?
Some of the highlights, seeing the ocean life and seeing the turtles.
Yeah.
Like,
so much ocean life, like you'll see like so many sharks. But yeah, watching the turtles nest. And
that was a cool thing.
How lucky were we? Full moon. Like, thanks to the full moon, we could actually see what was going on because you don't really want to disturb them when they're nesting. But that was fantastic.
Not something we could have almost planned. Like,
Oh,
it's just
exactly. Like the right season.
Yeah, never would have expected to see that. But even like we think about all the other marine life we've seen, like just the sharks, turtles in general, stingrays, the amount of fish, like that Shark Bay for you, like. There's not many places you can go where you see so much marine life like
and
that, and be close, you know.
That's it, because like, how good was the snorkeling up at Cape Inscription? Like, if you're gonna go snorkeling, head up there because it's just best snorkeling on the island.
And some actual, like, that's where the coral was.
Yeah,
A lot of what we've seen was seagrass, but there we seen like there was actual coral and reef there.
And if you're fishing, like pretty much what the top side of the island seems to be where it's at on the wild west coast.
Yeah, if you're a fisherman. Anywhere on the west coast seems to be the spot because there's like three shacks that you could set up and it looked like it was the place. So.
Yeah. And if you want a nice sheltered bay, Louisa Bay was beautiful. Notch Point, another beautiful kind of sheltered bay. Withnell? Dampier's
Landing. Yeah, that's the one.
That's not a bad one either.
Yeah, nice and sheltered.
And it's pretty cool because certain times of the year when the turtles aren't nesting, you can actually drive onto the beach. So that would be a pretty nice spot to kind of muck around. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, top place to come, guys. Like, how about the camping, man? Like, because this is a deep or run area, right?
Yep. The whole island is. So it's not something I've ever seen. Like, Deepore normally restricts you to certain spots and there's signs saying this is your camp spot.
And bollards too. Like, you know, this is where you can camp. Well, with us it's pretty much like on the island here, it's like there's a sign saying, oh, here's your camp spot, but then
it's not even campsite, it's just like, this is the bay.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
You just set up wherever you want, so like, it's so cool, and there's so many tracks as well that just like go in all different directions.
Yeah. You're not really restricted at all, which is nice. Unless we've literally missed something, we missed the Mamo, this is what we experienced and it was pretty cool. Nah,
definitely a great spot to come, guys. So tomorrow we're getting off the island, hitting the ferry, and we'll show you in one of the next clips how much fuel we actually use, just in case you're interested.
It'll be crazy to know, especially like the amount of Ks we did for how much diesel we used.
Like we've used almost a quarter of a tank now, so we'll see how much we use tomorrow. Catch you guys then.
Bye.
Let's get a more comfy chair, mate. That was ridiculous.
What about some dinner?
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Good morning. Unfortunately the barge leaves pretty early, 7 o'clock, 7:30, somewhere around there, so we have to be up at the crack of dawn. It's not often I see the sunrise, I'll tell you that much, but I guess if we want to get off this island, we got to get going. So the German couple's got themselves into a bit of a sticky situation. Well, they've only got front wheel drive, so it's a bit...
They've dug themselves in deep.
Oh, have they?
Well, at least they got a shovel.
That's it, that's it. Here we go. So those two guys in the rental car, man, they only got front wheel drive, so I don't know how they're actually gonna go trying to get from here back to like civilization, because there's some pretty soft sand hills. So
won't be easy. It'll be interesting if we see him again, helping him out.
We might see him again, you never know, because we're actually gonna go check out Steep Point now. Alrighty guys, so we're back on the mainland, and our buddies have only front wheel drive, and they're also running low on diesel with a broken axle. So we might be helping them a bit later on, but for the moment we're going to go check out Steep Point, because on a trip many moons ago we were meant to get to Steep Point, but then we had mechanical issues. Such as
a broken shark.
A broken shark. So hopefully this time we'll actually get there, because ever since we've kind of been like, oh, we got to do it sometime.
Yeah.
And then we might be helping those guys out, so it could be an interesting day. This rock is from Byron Bay. Somebody went to the most easterly point. How cool is that?
And they planned it all, like they're carrying a rock thousands of kilometers to the other side.
So I wonder if they came here and got a rock and they've gone back.
Maybe.
Most western point of the Australian continent.
We did it. Alright guys, for those who want to come to Steep Point, but you know, you don't have anywhere to put your camera, or you're by yourself, or you want to get a full group shot, don't worry, you know. Thanks to Depot, they put a lovely place for you to put your phone, called the photo pole, you know. You just mount the camera there, screw it on, set the time delay, take the shot. You can show it all your friends, brag about how good you are, you made it to the most westerly point, you know, the best thing you ever did in your life. Another thing that was worthwhile in your life. Just get out here, you know, get in the 4-wheel drive, plan the trip, get out here, see the countryside, and check out like Shark Bay. And don't be afraid, just because there's shark in the name, that you're gonna get eaten, you know. Hop in the water, check it out. Some lovely snorkel around here.
There's some guys fishing down here at the oven, and these guys know how to do it, hey?
Sure do. Pool, barbecue.
That's a pool right there. They've pumped the water up from the sea, and mate, you got a pool. How sweet is that?
You think they pumped it up from the sea, or they brought it all with them?
Fresh water, enough fresh water to fill a pool.
Oh, well, you need a shower, right? Just jump in the pool.
Yeah. So our backpacker friends managed to get back to the unsealed road, which is good news, because there's a couple of kind of steep sand dunes on the way here, so with front wheel drive that would have been a bit difficult, eh?
Yeah, I was just talking to her, she said they're just like revving the engine pretty hard getting up there, but it didn't sound like they needed a tow or anything.
Oh, at least they got here, eh?
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. We've made it to Denham with the skin of our teeth, like the tank is literally on empty, so it'll be very curious to see how much diesel we can actually fit in.
What's your prediction so far?
Mine is 135 and Misha's going for
130, if not, there's more fuel in the tank.
Alright, there you go guys. So, what a week on Dirk Hartog Island, eh? And we used 136 litres out of 140 to do the whole island and get back to Denham.
Pretty much, fill up an overland, get back in Denham.
Pretty much, so you want to take at least 140 litres. We still had another 20 litres in the back, but you drew a fair bit, because we did over 300 kilometres of tracks on the island.
That's just on the island.
Just on the island.
The Ks to get there.
Yeah, pretty much. So you got to be a bit careful. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoy this episode, and we'll see you guys in another video. Catch ya. Seek adventure.